This is a collective tarot reading that you get to actually participate in. So if you're with me, follow along. To begin, let's do a breathing exercise. So breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, now I'd like you to ask your question. We're not going to be asking when questions, though. When will something come to me? When will I get this? When will I get that? When will this happen? That implies that the universe is going to provide something for us, and we want to not do that. We don't want to sit back on the couch and just wait. I know that sounds great, but we're all put on this world, on this earth, to have a human experience. So instead of just asking for the universe and sitting back for waiting something to happen, and then when it doesn't, blaming the universe, saying, you know, see, the universe isn't real, kind of a thing. Let's not use that kind of energy. Let's ask how or what questions, so that we can actually work with the universe, and then we can kind of see give ourselves a little bit more accountability and have a little bit more of a human experience. Use tarot as a tool. So, how should I approach getting a new job? How can I get more money? What should I be paying attention to in myself to communicate better? That kind of stuff. What should I be paying attention to in my job in order to get a raise? What should I consider in buying a new house? All that kind of stuff. So that's all that is what you can be asking right now. Now I'm shuffling my cards 9 times. That's just part of my practice. And I think I'm on 7. I think that was 8, and I think this is 9. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so we have 2 major arcana cards today. And they're pretty. The major arcanas are the big lessons of life. Every card is important, but these are the major arcanas are the big cards to be paying attention to in any spread. I like to describe them as, like I said, the big lessons of life, whereas the minor arcana is like, what did I have for breakfast? Like the daily life things. So let's go into this. The first card that you got is the Magician. The Magician, I'm actually wearing the Magician here from the Rider-Waite-Smith. I'm using this to remind myself that I am a magical person, because I've been going through a little bit of some life stuff, and so I've just been kind of, we're moving on from that. So the Magician, this is a person who this is the reminder that you have all the power in the universe to get what you want. The Magician is they have all these tools. If you see the sword, let me see, my contacts are being weird. You have a sword, pentacle, cup, and wand. All 4 of them are there. You got the wand here, you got the pentacle there, you got the cup there. All the elements of the tarot are there. The elements of the tarot are the tools that we can use in order to get what we need / want from our lives. And so the Magician is presented to us to tell us that we have all of those tools at our availability. Apparently, with this card being reversed, we've got blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. So we want to pay attention a little bit to how we're visualizing or how we are using our supplies, our items that we need in order to tools in order to get what we've asked the tarot of today. Now, I'm going to go a little bit further into that as well. The Magician is also associated with Mercury, so you're going to want to pay attention to Mercury today, and see, like, go to an astrology site or your favorite astrologer and just kind of see what they say about what Mercury is doing. I'm not astrology is not my strong suit, and I'm learning, but that's just what I have for you there. The card at the bottom of the deck we have is the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is usually about loneliness. And loneliness, and not even loneliness, it's more, I like to picture, it's usually a picture of an older man standing on the edge of a cliff in an icy mountain. And it's cold, and it's very frozen, and he's moving slow, that kind of a thing. I like to picture the hermit as a man who is gathering information. He's gathering information and he's doing it all by himself. He's cut out the world. He's in the mountains communing with nature, and he's not showing off what he has learned to the world. If the hermit card came up reversed, then that would mean probably go out and be doing something. Go out and, be social, go do things. But right now, because your magician is, your tools are feeling a bit not stable, or like a lack thereof, I have a feeling that you probably need to spend some time alone right now with your own tools. Spend some time alone right now thinking about what tools you maybe actually have, and how you can use them to go forward. Because I think that you might be comparing yourself to other people about what tools they have and saying, well, I don't have that, so I can't get that. Instead of doing that, let's focus more on how what tools we do have, so that we can go on our correct path in order to get to where we need to go. The things that you want to pay attention to with the hermit are Mercury and Virgo. Again, Mercury again. So really pay attention to Mercury today. He's got something really important to say to us. The next thing that you would want to pay attention to also is the magician is associated with air, and the hermit is associated with earth. So think of thoughts and communication with the magician. How are we talking to ourselves? How are we talking to other people about our tools? How are we thinking about our tools? All of that stuff. How are we using our tools to communicate? And then with the hermit is earth. So how are we grounding ourselves? How are we taking time to appreciate what we have? Going slowly, kind of doing that kind of a thing. Other than that, I think that's where I'm going to leave this. But let's close this out with a breathing exercise. And then I would really appreciate it if you liked, shared, followed, and let's try to get this video up to 600 views, at least. I'd like to do that. So, yeah, and thank you very much for your time. Breathe in. And breathe out. See you in the next one.